Blue Jays lose 3-1 to the Texas Rangers and, lose the finale of the series, but they win the series 2-1. And today's game was all about not coming up with the big hit. There were opportunities, they didn't have a lot of opportunities. Andrew Cashner pitched a really good game for the Rangers, but the Jays had opportunities, but they just couldn't do anything with them. Now, I think it was the 5th inning or 6th inning, they had runners at first and second, nobody out on back-to-back walks. Couldn't do anything with them. You get in the 9th inning, you have 2 on, 2 out, Tulowitzki up. Couldn't do anything with it. There were other opportunities where you had guys at second base and guys at third base with 2 out or, something like that, and they couldn't drive them in. That was the main reason this club lost, was because they could not come up with the big hit. Joe Biagini pitched fine. I thought he pitched very well. But, 1 hit too many, really, if you want to think of it that way. He gave up the home run to Joey Gallo, and that gave them the lead. And I don't know what happened with the Blue Jays bats after that. But they've won 5 in a row. They were going to have a day where it just doesn't go your way. And you're going to lose games. The win streak is going to end. It just happened tonight. Now, the big thing from this we got to take forward, we'll break down the game in a second, but now that you've lost this game, you had a 5-game win streak, great. Now you've lost a game. What happens next? Do the Jays come back and they win the next game against Cincinnati tomorrow night and possibly win the series, or maybe even sweep the series if they're going to start another streak? Or are they going to crumble a little bit like they did after their 5-game win streak a little while ago, where they lost 3 in a row after that, and you're like, well, there it goes. So this is the test. Okay, which Blue Jays club are we going to see tomorrow night against Cincy? But first of all, it started off early as the Jays got on the board. Jose Bautista sacrifice fly to bring home Kevin Pillar as he got the double to lead off the game, which was great. It was fantastic. All right, we're up early. Joe Biagini does good for the first couple innings. Then a 2-out single for Jonathan Lucroy, scoring Elvis Andrus, 1-1 game. 4th inning, Joey Gallo, like I said, hit the opposite field home run, his 15th of the year, and a 2-1 lead for the Rangers. And then in the 7th inning, on a wild pitch, Elvis Andrus scores. And that is all she wrote. And that wild pitch, you think about it, if that wild pitch didn't happen, there was a pop-up shallow to Bautista. Andrus probably, Andrus probably wouldn't have scored on that play. That shallow fly ball to Bautista. Therefore, that run wouldn't have counted, or wouldn't have scored. Well, if it all went the same way. Which sucks even more now, but there's nothing you can really do. If we're trying to find positives out of this, there's lots of negatives. Like Donaldson was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Tulowitzki was 0 for 3 with, he didn't get strikeout, but he was 0 for 3 in this one. If we're trying to find positives, Bautista stays hot. Russell Martin was 2 for 4. Good to see him have a couple hits and raising his average nicely. Devin Travis continues his hit streak to 12 games now. And also, a very good sign, seeing J.P. Howell throw a clean inning and Jason Grilli throw a clean inning. Grilli pitched an inning, didn't walk a batter, didn't give up a hit, and struck out 2 guys. That is more like Jason Grilli. J.P. Howell gave up a hit, walked a guy, but nobody scored, therefore it doesn't really matter. And Dominic Leone obviously gave up the wild pitch, so he gave up a run in his inning of work. But overall, Joe Biagini didn't pitch a very bad game at all. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked a guy, struck out 7 guys. He was solid. But the Jays, like I said, could not come up with that one clutch hit to put them over the top, like we saw yesterday with the Bautista 3-run home run with 2 outs, right? If Justin Smoke came up with 2 guys on and nobody out in that 5th or 6th inning, not sure exactly when it was, and hit a home run, or even got a walk and loaded the bases for Russell Martin, and he got a single or even a sac fly, it's a totally different game. But the Jays just couldn't do anything with even the minuscule rallies that they had. And again, you look in the 9th inning, right? 2 quick outs, Bautista and Morales, they're gone. And then you get Smoke and Martin single. Okay. A little bit tying runs at first, winning runs at the plate. A 3-run home run would win it. Troy Tulowitzki gets out, ball game. You couldn't get that clutch hit. It's the main reason this team lost. It sucks, but it's going to happen. This team isn't going to be a clutch dynamo walk-off team every single night. They're going to have off nights, and today was one of their off nights. But you've got to bounce back now, right? You have to bounce back as Marcus Stroman goes to the mound tomorrow. So again, if you're looking for a good bounce-back game, he's the guy. Him and Estrada, obviously, are the guys you want on the mound. And you're facing, I'm not going to pronounce his first name, Benilla. His ERA is 6.17 in 23 innings. He's 0-2. So again, you're playing a Cincinnati team record-wise, which is about the same as yours. You know, a couple games difference, but nothing too crazy. And you know, you play game one. That's a very winnable game with Stroman going. Game two, it doesn't have a pitcher for the Jays because we don't know what the deal is with Jay Happ yet. But again, they have, I'm not going to pronounce this guy's name, Asher, sure. He's only pitched 4 innings. His ERA is nice, but again, he's only pitched 4 innings. So let's see what the Jays can do there. And then the finale, you've got Mike Bolsinger going against Tim Adelman, an ERA of almost 5. Now, on paper, this is a series that the Blue Jays can win/sweep because, you know, Cincinnati's a team that what you're seeing here, you're seeing Adelman, who has an ERA of almost 5. You're seeing this Asher guy who's pitched 4 innings in the bigs this season. Then you got Benilla, who's got a 6.17 ERA in 20-something innings. Guys who either haven't pitched much or haven't pitched well. And you've got Stroman, possibly Jay Happ. I mean, there's no starter listed yet, so that could possibly be his spot. And Bolsinger, you know what? If he pitches like he did in the last game, he gives his team a chance to win. Not great pitching, but a chance to win. And if the Jays offense can get rolling as they did a little while ago, keep the long ball humming, we'll get good things happening. Because I want to get on a nice little roll, whether it be win a series or sweep a team, heading into that 4-game set against the New York Yankees. That is a big series. Early on, it's an early big series, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoy... I killed it. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of the game? I mean, do you guys agree with me in the sense of they just couldn't come up with a big enough hit? The pitching wasn't overall bad at all. It was just the clutch hits that were tough. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what your expectations are for the Cincinnati series. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night as the Jays look to open up the series on a high note. Marcus Stroman, something or other, Benilla on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. Let's get right back into the win column and get on a roll again. Talk to you guys then.